Morning, everybody. Thanks for coming. My name is Lonnie Pries. I'm actually the athletic director over at Concordia in Ann Arbor. And I've been in ministry at different levels, high school and now college for 25 years. And been married to my wife, it'll be 25 years next summer, and I have 3 kids. Kaylee's 22, she's a graduate of Anderson University. I have a daughter, Aaliyah, who's a freshman at Huntington. And then I got a junior boy named Lane, who's 17 years old. And I say that about my families because that's why I'm very excited about NAFCAA. A couple reasons is, and I'm sure you're aware of this if you've been talked to, but if you don't know, this is an organization that doesn't really exist for athletic administrators. I coached for 24 of the 25 years I've been working, and FCA is something that is got some great stuff, and I've gone to some of the retreats and some of the couples retreats and so on that they offer. But as I've moved into administration here and administration without coaching, similar to what Rob said, I've kind of realized that it's a little bit different in coaching. Had my football staff, had guys that I would connect with and talk to and hang out with, I guess you can say. And as I moved into administration, I had a lot of, I guess, acquaintances and friends within the staff, but can't really, in a lot of ways, go to them for support and networking and accountability and that kind of thing. And in a lot of ways, and my wife and I have talked about this a lot, it's kind of like we're a little bit out there on an island, like Rob mentioned, and thankfully with the help of mentors and so on in my life, that's been huge, but it's definitely different moving from coaching to administration. NAFCAA has got the opportunity to provide some awesome opportunities for us as administrators. And one of those is a chance to disciple, mentor, hold each other accountable, and kind of work within each other. And not just at the collegiate level, but whether it's high school, professional, it can reach in a lot of different areas. And that is something that I'm very excited about. I know we have a mentee program here in the NAI, which is phenomenal. But I also know that unless it's out there and kind of and put out there, the Christian aspect is definitely, I'm sure, some of the conversations we have, but to have an organization where that is the foundation, and that is where a lot of the conversations within that mentorship and discipleship will happen is absolutely awesome. Another great thing that I'm excited about, if it goes down this way, is a chance for our spouses and our families to possibly get connected. It was a blessing to do that as a coach, and if that opportunity presents itself through NAFCAA, I am extremely excited. For my wife, for us to talk and for her to, I try to explain some things, and she is my biggest supporter and my biggest, I rely on her more than anyone else. But for her to be able to talk to someone else who's actually experiencing the same thing would be absolutely huge, especially in a Christian setting. And also just if it does work to get together, to refresh, get rejuvenated, to do some things where spouses can get together, or we as couples with other couples that are also administrators to get together and socialize and just refresh would be another amazing thing. Last night, Bill Courtney, if you're there at the talk, he talked a lot about servant leadership. And this is, I guess, the reason why I think it's not only exciting, but especially important and vital that this organization is in place. And when you think about servant leadership, that is awesome. And I think a lot of people that have as their focus, Christ-centered leadership and so on, that's a very important thing. I've also realized in my years that it's extremely hard to do consistently if you're doing it with basically yourself and maybe one other person helping hold you accountable to things. It is absolutely essential and vital that we have people walk alongside us and pour into us to be able to do that. A verse that jumps out at me, I use a lot as a coach, is Proverbs 27:17, and it says, "Iron sharpens iron, one person sharpens another." And it is, as Bill Courtney said, absolutely vital that servant leadership is an emphasis. It is absolutely vital that we have things like this in place to continue to sharpen each other. I once heard a message from a Baptist church down in Florida when we worked there, and I'll never forget it. The preacher was talking about, we all have a cup, and if that cup is not filled from other people, from the Word, from Christ, and if it's not overflowing, we're going to not have anything to give those people around us. And that is why NAFCAA is so important, that we have more opportunities to fill that cup so that it overflows, that we can actually have the energy, the enthusiasm, the passion to touch those people that are around us. Last thing I'll say before I mention the questionnaire that's on your tables is that I think this is definitely a sign from God and a kind of a confirmation of this. I have a gentleman in my life who absolutely pours into me. I have voicemails saved from him and emails saved from him. He's Coach T to myself. He was my high school basketball coach, and this man is on fire for Christ. And he will send me some crazy messages at like 5 in the morning, just encouraging me. I wake up, check my phone, and it's not like every week. It's like sporadically, a couple months at a time. There's an email from him. He had no idea, this is going on and this organization is taking off, but there's an encouraging email from him. And it's something that hopefully this organization can be a part of providing for everybody here. That being said, one thing that's going to be very helpful for NAFCAA is if you look on your table, or it's actually on your seats, you probably picked them up when you sat down. On the one side is a little bio of Bob, who's going to be speaking. On the back side is a questionnaire. And a lot of these questions relate to things about what you would be interested in, what would be helpful to you. By checking anything off, it doesn't mean you're obligated to anything, but it's just something that's going to be extremely important for NAFCAA to see as to what people are interested in. And I'm not going to read through all the questions, but if you could please take some time during this morning to fill that out. We'll have some people at the doors to collect those, or you can leave them on your chairs, or you can come out to the table and put them down. It's going to be great to get this feedback to kind of see where to steer the ship and what things to provide and offer for you as administrators. Thank you for your time.